eZing got a call this summer from a very confused couple in the western suburbs of the Chicago metro area. They had just had two insulators come in and provide completely different bids with completely different products, different strategies, and very different prices. So they needed some help to figure out what they were going to do and what made sense in their home. So we provided them with an energy audit and an action plan that made sense. In this eZing energy audit, we found a very leaky house with an inconsistent insulation strategy, despite substantial work by the previous owners. Using the blower door airflow measurements, we calculated the natural air change rate per hour for a typical winter or summer day. We found that in this house it was over 1, meaning that over 100% of the conditioned air in the house is being lost every hour. After the owners received the audit report, they realized how complex the air seal and insulation work would be, and they wanted some help. So they asked for our owner's representative service, in which we provide recommended contractors, we oversee the bidding process, and we're actually in the field during the installation work. Sometimes you need professionals with specialized equipment. In this case, using spray foam to seal the rafters and the exterior walls of storage areas was a better strategy than dense packing interior walls and outer floors with cellulose. When the bid for the better strategy came in at a lower price, we chose that. The clients had only budgeted for work on the second floor, where the major problem area was found, the 4 storage areas that were connected to a vented attic and the uninsulated first floor walls. Most people looking at these storage rooms would assume they were insulated and airtight, but they were not. This insulation was installed by previous owners, yet it did little. The work was well-intentioned, but misdirected. Open cell spray foam is an excellent air sealing and insulating product for open stud walls and rafter cavities. This foam has an R value of about 3.6 per inch. At 5 inches total, which covered the rafters with a second coat of spray foam, the total R value is about R18. When spray foaming the rafters behind knee walls, it is critical to spray from above the knee walls to below the floor joists to create a complete air barrier. Small breaks in the air barrier of any home can have a major impact on comfort and efficiency. If we had missed this open grill to the vented attic at the dormer ceiling, it would have been like leaving a window open 2 or 3 inches all the time. After the initial layer of spray foam, I wanted to check for areas that still leaked. Using the blower door and the smoke puffer, I was able to detect areas that the crew did not fully seal, so they went back and sealed those areas. Cellulose is ground up newspaper with borates added as a fire retardant. It is one of the most environmentally friendly insulation products, costs from 1/2 to 1/3 the price of spray foam, and may be used as loose fill in attic floors or dense packed in wall and ceiling cavities. The cellulose comes in compressed blocks sealed in plastic, which are opened and placed into the hopper on the truck. A 2-inch hose is attached to a fan motor that spins and propels the cellulose through the hose. The crew ran the hose from the truck through the second floor window and into an attic access hole and through several walls and rafter cavities. The small attic above the second floor was insulated with R11 fiberglass bats. The crew filled this area with cellulose to the bottom of the roof deck at the perimeter and to a level of R49, or about 13 inches, in the center. The Department of Energy suggests R49 for attics in the Chicago area, which is somewhat higher than the International Energy Code's requirement of R38. It was hard to get a good read with the infrared camera because the temperature was virtually the same outdoors and in. So we drilled several pilot holes to establish a pattern and then drilled and filled with cellulose where the walls and slope ceilings were not full. The eyebrow roof was another area that was filled with cellulose. The hose was snaked through a bedroom floor that connected to an open wall, which allowed us easy access to the eyebrow roof over the first floor. We did not originally plan to include this, but when the client read our audit report and discovered that access was possible, they asked us to fill it. In order to measure how leaky a home is and to find leaks, we use the blower door and airflow meter. The blower door is the most important tool we have for diagnosing air leaks and measuring the absolute leakage of a home. Also, without the blower door, we don't know how tight the house is after improvements. The airflow meter, also called a manometer, is attached on one side of the meter to the fan. The other side measures the pressure created by the fan. Our final blower door measurement was 3,384 CFM at 50 pascals, as compared with the pre-air seal measurement of 6,446 CFM at 50 pascals. That represents a 48% reduction in air leakage. After the drywall penetrations from the insulation work are sealed and painted, we expect a measured reduction above 50%. Air leakage can be further reduced when the clients decide to fill the first floor walls with cellulose. This was a very successful outcome and should translate to a comfortable second floor for the homeowners.